Hello, my beautiful, gorgelicious people. Welcome to my first YouTube video. For my first YouTube video, I decided to do something simple, something that wouldn't require lots of brain power because we don't got a lot of that over here. We don't. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. So first, we've always got to start off with either hair clips or a headband to keep our hair out of the way because we don't want any product getting in our beautiful, luscious locks. So I'm just putting on this headband and don't mind the makeup on it, okay? We don't judge around here. Okay, so now that we've got that on, let's hop into the first step, which is skin prep. I cannot stress this enough. You need skin prep. Your skin needs to be hydrated. It needs to be moisturized. You can't go into makeup with your face being dry and patchy and, you know, just non-hydrated in general. For my skin prep today, I'm going to be using the Bubble Slam Dunk Hydrating Moisturizer. And I'm going to be using the Natrum Multi-Peptide Advanced Serum. Also, peep the New Year's nails that I did because we're also a nail tech baddie over here. Okay, so now I'm going to pump out the Bubble Moisturizer, and one pump is more than enough, I'd say, actually. So you could also do like half a pump depending on how dry your face is. Mine is pretty dry right now because it's winter and I live really far up north in Canada, so we really have to moisturize everywhere. Like, it's so dry here that I woke up with a bloody nose this morning, which is not fun. I used to get bloody noses all the time and it was super painful, and I used to get really lightheaded because I'd have them so often and it'd be a lot of blood loss, obviously. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the serum. I just got this serum for Christmas in an advent calendar, so we love it. It's actually really hydrating, really moisturizing. So I'm very happy that I got it because I love my skincare. I also got a new like shelf / drawer stand. I'm not going to show it because my makeup area is really messy right now, but you guys will see eventually when a little birdie told me a moving vlog is coming soon. So you'll definitely see it when I'm moving into my new place. Okay, now that we are all moisturized, I'm going to move on to the brows, which I'm using this. Just got this for Christmas too. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. The product itself is nice, but the applicator, it's really weird. It gets, see, it'll come out, but it'll get stuck in the bristles because the bristles are hard and they don't really move. So the product does get stuck and it's very hard to use all the product. So most of the time I'll just scoop it out with my nail and place it on my brow so that I can get all the product without wasting anything, because we are budget baddies. We are not going to be wasting any product here. Okay, so once your brow gel is all on, we want to let that set in. We want to let it dry down first before we start filling in our brows so that it doesn't clump up and it doesn't, you know, lift the product off the face, because we want that product to stay. We want our brows to be laid down. Okay, so to fill my brows, we are going to go in with the BH Cosmetics Duo Brow. This is what it looks like. It's a powder brow filler, if that's what you want to call it. And you're going to take any angled brush. I just have this one. This is the one I've been using for years. And for the tails of my brows, I usually mix both the colors together because I'm blonde. So that's a brunette shade, that's a blonde shade. But I mix both the colors together because I want a darker tail. So we're going to go in with that, and then we're going to come to the front of the brow. Okay, so once you're at this stage, you're about halfway through your brow. You're going to wipe off that brush. You're going to try and get off as much product as possible. See, there's a lot on there. You're going to press it back down, and we're going to take a little bit of the lighter shade, tap it off, and we're going to lightly go over the front of our brows to create that ombre brow effect, because I don't like blocky brows. I have had blocky brows for too long. When I first started doing makeup, they were literal bricks on my face. It was so bad. It looked so bad. I don't know why my mom let me leave the house like that. I always bring that up to her. She's like, you get mad at me every time. I'm like, you have to ground me. You should have grounded me when I went out brows like that. So we're just going to repeat the same steps to this side. Okay, now that our brows are all filled in, I'm just going to go around with a Q-tip that has some micellar water on it and clean them up just to make sure they're nice and sharp, because I personally don't really like covering my brows up with concealer. I feel like it makes my makeup look too cakey. So I'm just going to go around and basically carve it out without any makeup, just with micellar water, so that we can get nice, crisp, clean eyebrows like that. Okay, now that our brows are finished, we are going to go in with primer, and I'm going to be using the NYX Face Glue Primer. I was introduced to this stuff through TikTok, as many people were, and honestly, I have no complaints. I love it. I love the packaging too. It just kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to put glue on random places in my body and then peel it off, if you know what I mean. I know a lot of people used to do that, and it's just kind of like a core memory for me. So I like that about it. I don't know. It just brings a little nostalgia into doing my makeup. Especially since I started makeup at such a young age and I've always been into beauty. It's just nice to have a little bit of nostalgia while doing my makeup. Okay, so now that the primer's all on, I'm just gonna fan myself quickly to help it set in faster, because I personally like doing my makeup fast. I can get my makeup done in 15 minutes if I want to. Maybe even 10. Like, it does not take me very long. I don't know why, but it still always comes out good, so like, I'm not complaining. Really not. Now, me personally, I do not like the feeling of foundation whatsoever. I feel cakey, I feel trapped, I just get overstimulated. So what I do for my foundation and my base is I just take a lightweight concealer that also is good coverage, because I have a lot of redness in my face, if you can see. So this one I highly recommend. It's the Skin Ink by L'Oreal. Love it. It has been so good, and you're supposed to shake it before you use. I always forget to do that. But we're just gonna start off with the under eyes like that. And we're also gonna take our beauty blender and some setting spray. You could go up and wet your beauty blender with water, but I don't want to go upstairs. And setting spray also makes it last longer, I find, so. So we just kind of blended the under eyes onto the nose, because we don't want our nose to have too much makeup on it, because there is going to be makeup added later. And then I just take the concealer and put it all over my face, basically just like this. And it's just like applying foundation, because this is foundation for me, is concealer. So you really just apply it anywhere that you want, and then blend. I am gonna blend with a beauty blender. I know a lot of people blend with brushes, and I did get a foundation brush. I got a huge set of brushes for Christmas, and I have been trying to use a brush, but I just don't like it as much as a beauty blender. Maybe if I keep using a brush though, I will end up liking it, but who knows. We're just gonna stick with a beauty blender for now. Okay, now that that's all blended out, I'm going to go in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer by e.l.f. And I'm just going to put a little dot in the corner of my under eyes, and then blend that out for a little bit more coverage for those dark circles, because your girl's tired. Okay, now that it's all blended out, we are going to go in with setting powder. I know that might seem a little weird to people, but me personally, I don't really like using cream blushes or cream contours, so I use all powder. So I'm going to go in with the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. And we're going to set my whole face with it. Okay, we are now going to brush out all of this powder. If you hear a bunch of rumbling around, that's my psycho dog upstairs. She's always so unbelievably hyper, and I don't know, she just has the zoomies 24/7. Okay, now that we have successfully made ourselves look like a ghost, we're going to go in with this Essence bronzer. It says it's for darker skin, but we need to add color. And we're gonna go in with a angled contour brush. You really want to go up with your motions to give your face that lifted effect, because we're not trying to have a droopy face, guys. Okay, we are now going to go in with our nose contour using the same bronzer. I don't use like contour because I don't like the gray undertones. I like having a bronzy tone to my skin, so you can really just take any brush. It depends on what you prefer. I use like an angled brush, and I just put it in there like that, tap off a little bit, and then we're going to put a line right here. A line just like that, but reversed underneath. We're going to go skinnier right here and get wider as we get to the top to kind of snatch our nose a little bit. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm just going to take my finger a little bit and kind of just blend it out a little bit. This is what I do to just make sure it's like seamless and get like any extra product out, so that it's not like super sharp and in your face and you can like tell that you heavily contoured your nose. And this just makes it so much smoother. Okay, for the next step, to add a little bit more color, we're going to go in with the Chanel blush in the shade, what is it? 430 Fuchsia Rose. We're gonna go in with this big owl brush. I just do that, tap it a few times, and I smile to like really know where my cheek is. And I just blend it up with the contour. Okay, now that we have our blush and contour on, we are going to go in with a highlighter. This is from Revolution. The top is obviously worn off. I've had this since last Christmas. And me personally, I don't think makeup expires. Like, I know it does, but I don't follow those rules. So we're going to go in with this highlighter from Revolution and then this pencil brush. It's meant for eyeliner, but that's the perfect placement. Okay, now that that is all done, we're pretty much done. So we're going to go in with this Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Ultra Matte Fixing Spray. I just got this setting spray too, and it lasts so good. Like, I can sleep in my makeup, wake up the next day, and my makeup will be perfectly fine. I could do that. Like, I went to work with makeup from the night before because this setting spray, ooh, works perfect, works wonders. Okay, so for our last step, I took the headband off now because I don't need it. We're just going to go in with any mascara you want. I'm just going to use this one because I have so many. And we're just going to coat the bottom lashes just a tiny bit, just to make our eyes pop a little bit more. And always the last step of makeup is a lippy, so we're going to go in with this Kosas lip oil. And here's the finished product. Don't mind the hair is a little crazy right now, but this is the finished product. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit like, and there will be vlogs coming in the future, so stay tuned for that. I love you so much. You are gorgelicious and fantastic, and I love you.